Hey guys, ZeroGravityLax. So this is the continuation to the superpower plus stringing. So next part is going to be doing the sidewall. So you want to need another piece of sidewall string. Make your knot. I need some music in here. It's so quiet until your AC turns on. Alright, so make your knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now what you want to do is, let's make sure my knot is good. Alright, yeah. So now you want to take the side of your mesh, kind of like open it up, and now you want to connect the mesh to the sidewall. So as we did to connect the mesh to the second hole for the top string, you want to do the same exact thing just with the first diamond and connect it to the sidewall by going up through the mesh, around, back through the sidewall hole, and up through the mesh again. So basically doing that loop like you did for your top string. And all that is doing is just connecting the sidewall and the mesh. So now this is where it really gets creative. Well, not this part exactly, but I know a lot of people do different types of knots. You can either do just a regular knot going through the sidewall, going up through the mesh, and taking this, and you actually want to like flip it. So let's see. So it would end up like this. Flip it, and then you're pulling up, and this just creates a more tight connection of mesh with the oh man, how can I say this? It creates this knot, and it's a tight connection with the mesh and the head. Other people do just a regular tie down. After they go through the sidewall, up through the mesh, they just bring it over top of that sidewall string, pull it up and down. Just really simple, connects the mesh, pulls it down. And this is where you're creating your channel. Now, if you are the type of person who like a really tight channel, you would want to bring it down further. If not, bring it, like, stop it before you get too far. Basically, just being creative and figuring out where you want, how defined you want your channel to be. I'm not the type of person that likes a really tight channel, so I usually go down a couple of times. I'm actually not skipping any sidewalls, just because I haven't strung up this kind of head before, so I don't really know. Once you, like, if you're stringing a head for the first time, like a certain head, you might end up doing your sidewall once or twice, even maybe 3 times. I've done it plenty of times. And it's fine. It's just you figuring out what you want to do. So I'm thinking this might be where I want my pocket to sit. Well, not my pocket, my channel. So I went a decent amount down the sidewall, and yeah, so I think that's how defined I want my channel to be. I'm actually going to do it on the other side to see how it looks. So I'll be right back. So by just doing the exact same thing on the other side of the sidewall, you can kind of see how defined your channel is going to be. Mine is just about where I like it, so I'm going to just keep going. Be mindful that you should remember exactly how you do one side so you could replicate it on the other. Now, this is where you get to create your pocket, your bunches, and everything else come into play here. So I feel like I might get something out of putting a bunch of 2 here. Maybe not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a I, well, a SI, a 1SI, and a 2SI. I believe that's what they're called. So basically a SI, all it does is just locks the mesh down. Also, so what you would want to do is just go through the top of the mesh, coming down, going through the side wall, and going in the same hole of the mesh, bringing the string up in front of this loop. And once you do that, bring it down tight, you get this locked down piece of mesh. So I know a lot of people, when they string sticks, they just do SIs all the way down, or they would do a 1SI or a 2SI, and a 1SI just goes through the bottom of the mesh, and then does just a regular SI. So you go through the mesh, through the side wall, back through the same hole of mesh in front of the string, pull it up, but now bunch it a little bit and pull it down tight. So it gets you this bunch, and it locks it down. But I think what I want to do is a 2SI, which looks like a 1, then another 1, which is 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then a SI, back down through the back of the mesh. Once again, through the side wall. And don't be afraid to skip holes so that you could get the perfect pocket for you. You got to kind of play around with it. That's what I did when I first started stringing. Played around with the mesh and sidewalls, how I string my sticks. And you will eventually get something that you're looking for. Alright. Actually, so like I said, you do have to play around with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just see how I want the pocket to look and how I feel it will be most effective for me. So and then just the other 2 ways to bunch is just a regular 1 or a regular 2. Some people do 3s. I've never done a 3. And yeah. So actually, I'm just going to come back once I have it done, and I'm going to explain exactly what I did. So I'll be right back. So guys, I had a bit of a wardrobe change. I'm getting ready to get out of here. But I did finish it. So what I basically did was I changed it around a little bit. So I didn't like how it was coming out. The channel came out better than what it was coming out as. It was like the channel came out like extra wide, like out here with it. But now it's better than, yeah, it's better. So what I did was I moved it to where the top strings are in the first hole. The sidewall starts on the second hole. Skip the first, lock down the mesh about a couple of holes, and then skip there. And then as soon as I hit this hole, after I locked down the mesh, I started doing 1s. So the 1s just, it worked better than trying to double up, do 2SIS, all that good stuff. I kept it simple. I went simple with this one, and it came out pretty nice. So it got somewhat of a mid, high, low. It shifts everywhere. Sits really mid. Channel came out nice, and I like it. Stringing it was a beaut. It was a beauty. The string. It was just me playing around with it, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted in it. So that's it. Last piece is the shooters. I'm gonna do another vid for that. So just look out for that video, and yeah, thanks for watching.